Good evening, everybody. How are you doing tonight? We are back at it on a Friday night. We're about to discuss some markets. We'll see what's going on, and yeah, I think we got a hot topic tonight. Hot topic, right? As the title states, what is really going on? Are these things bubbles, or are they the real deal? That's really the question here. So I would say we'll kind of talk about it, but I think we already know the answer to that. Real quick before we get started, let's get in the comments. Can people say, the people that are in here, obviously, you guys mind telling me if you're bullish or bearish? I would be interested in knowing that. Bullish or bearish, bullish or bearish. You throw in the comment section right there. Or the live stream. Throw in the live stream. Okay, okay. We got a few bulls in the house. Few bulls. All right, all right. Yes, yes. I like it. I like it. If you're bearish, it's okay. You can come out and say it if you're bearish. Don't worry. I'm only gonna bash you a little bit, but it is what it is. There's volatility, right? Bullish long term, but at the same time, feel we can teleport up any moment. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of the trickery, right? That's the hard part. Is like it's like where do I dial in, and when do I dial in, and when do I be cautious? That's really kind of the question. I think I think in the market, right now, there's the sentiment's really poor, right? Obviously, views are going to be down. A lot of things are going to be down. I've noticed it too with the views, right? Like the day that the market had the high volatility move, I got a ton of views, but I think a lot of those people got washed out and just like literally just stopped showing up, stopped coming. Um, and this tends to happen on down days, right? Some people just they can't look at the report when it's down. They can't look at it. I get it. Look, hey, if you're playing high volatility, at some point you're going to get your hand slapped. You just got to understand, the bounce back at the end of the day. Or sometimes a lot of people will be like, "Oh, I regret I didn't take profits." Is the thing you bought over, or is it going to move beyond that once the markets bounce back? That's always the thing you got to weigh, right? When you're in something, at the end of the day, try and look at it like, do I have a longer term investment idea or thesis, at least for now? Maybe how would that look in 6 months from now? How would that look next year from now? How would that look for 3 months from now? And then that should really help you depict on how long you should hold that asset, right? I've seen a lot of people just be pump and dump, like they're in and they're out, right? They're making a little bit of percentage, they're jumping right back out again, maybe a couple X's on new stuff. That stuff works until it doesn't. That stuff can be a little difficult. Yeah, we'll talk about a bottom, top, all that good stuff. Bearish short term. Yeah, I think. Look, I don't think being like a light bear right now is a big deal. I think there are quite a few people in that boat, and I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing at the moment. But I'm not like bearish myself, right? Because I like to look mid to long, um, and I think like where we are now, short term, could we swoop down and regrab liquidity? Sure. So if you're bearish on that, then okay. That's a move down to 90K. But I would tell you to just kind of watch the range that we're playing at right now. Again, it looks very similar to here, right? And I think a lot of people are anticipating uh, something like this to happen again, but this might not happen again, right? Market it rhymes, but it never repeats, and that's the hard part that a lot of people have understanding markets, right? They look at it and they're like, okay, um, this happened here, so if this happened here, maybe we're in the start of doing this again. Why would we repeat the same move? I mean, this happened here. Did it happen again? No, right? The market always ends in a different way. So, market bottomed, round bottom, came back, double bottom, breakout, a little bit of sideways, high vol, right? High vol. This move right here, on its own, and this is what I try to tell people. I'm like, you gotta look at the market as a whole. That's basically a 20% swing right there in a matter of a couple of days. So with that being said, it's like, yeah, that's part of volatility. Same thing over here. If we come over here from high to low, again, you look at it, what is it? roughly about a 27% swing, right? And then if we look at, again, come over here to current price action where we are now. Now that's 3 consolidation ranges we talked about now, and you're looking at roughly about 18% swing. Sure, we can go a little bit deeper. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's all about, what you're looking to do here. Are you looking to make money, or are you looking to try and catch the bottom? That's the question, right? Because if you think it's over, I want to know why, right? Yeah, I think there's the way the reverse repo is sitting. I think there's a QE kind of stewing in the background. Maybe not this month. Maybe it'll be somewhere more towards the next FOMC, but crypto's just it's having a little bit of struggle, right? And I understand people's sentiment around the struggle, but I mean, if you look at stocks, they're not having that same struggle, right? Stocks are not having that same struggle. SPX right here. Look at PLTR. Look at this. Show me the struggle. Show me the struggle. Look at Hood right here. Show me the struggle. It's not. It's just absolutely not. I don't know what I just clicked the thing there. My bad. Yeah, stocks aren't having the same struggle. So if stocks aren't having that struggle, I would tell you guys, like, look, be bearish if you want to, but if stocks aren't bearish, I don't think that you should be bearish on crypto. I really think that. And this is one I gave you all, like, right here, right? And I actually gave it to you before the breakout even. And Cloudflare has just been a monster, right? I think it's going to keep on pushing through. This is a big one. And this is, basically AI computing and stuff like that will be stored on Cloudflare. Another sector too is AI, right? A lot of people are kind of in this thing like, oh, is AI overplayed? Is it diluted? Is it this? There's very few AI plays. That's both in the culture coins, that's in the stock sector, right? That's in crypto in general. I mean, I have like 5 or 6 solid plays when it comes to AI. That's it for fundamentals, right? And so because there's so few, it's easy to bid these. It's really easy to bid them. It's very much like basically quantum computing. It's almost the same thing in that sector. It's very few companies right now that are pushing for these. These are pretty good freaking plays, man. I think that people need to keep an eye on them. But overall, again, we just went through like 5, 6 stocks that are all up. It's not one-offs. It's not 2-offs. It's not 3-offs. I mean, I could pull up Amazon. I could pull up tons more if you want. But the reality is like the stock market itself is looking plenty healthy. So, as far as crypto being down, it is what it is. But again, I would just take the consolidation range, look at that, and like, all right, what do I want to do here? Do I want to wait for some big sweep that somebody on CT told me was going to happen? Or am I going to be looking to bid all the way through? And then when the big bounce comes, I can TP out. I mean, think about it, because saying you're going to come in and buy all your bag here is just not logical. It's very much not logical. I mean, this dip right here, I can tell you without a doubt, I tried to get in this. We got Cam on stage. All right, Cam. How you doing?
Yo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't see you.
Hold on. My fault. I just popped in here. My bad. You was doing a whole top down breakdown.
Yeah, we're just running through it. For the audience's sake, this is Cam. He's on Twitter. Twitter, if you want to, is that your handle? Is that your handle on there?
What's up?
Is that your handle under your thing?
Yeah. Cam Next Level.
All right. So, you guys want to give him a follow? That'd be cool. This guy's the goat. The goat.
That's you, man. That's you.
Nah, man. I'm over here trying to be the Padawan, man. Trying to be the Padawan. Let's get back into it a little bit though. So this portion right here, this is where a lot of people are like really kind of having a difficult time on what they want to do here, right? They're just not they're not able to really kind of figure out what they want to do. Like I said, for me, I think it's better to take this from the aspect of if I'm expecting bounce, run it up, and if I'm expecting rollover, then hey, stay cash, right? But for me, I'm expecting bounce, right? I know it's very conflicting, but a lot of people got to remember what was the high to low here? 27%. What was the high to low here? 20%. What was the well, this is the bottom. I don't really count that, but I more count these consolidation ranges. So if we're looking at let's say 27%, right? Let's go with 27%. That brings us down to roughly about 80K, $80,000 Bitcoin. So if we get the worst possible scenario, as far as pull down to consolidation range, you're looking at like an 80K Bitcoin, maybe 79, somewhere in there, right? That's what I'd be looking at there. I wouldn't be looking for more than that. That would be the maximum. Now, a lot of you be like, well, then ETH get demoed. ETH go to 1,400 or 1,300 or 1,200. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. Again, it's not based off just me saying that. Again, I try to come in with logic for you guys. I try to look at previous breakdowns, right? Previous pullbacks. I mean, ETH right here is 24%. And then up here, we came back about 32. So again, we're right back at 32, right? And I think the most you could probably see is maybe another push down to like 2K again. But I really think that range right there specifically is really freaking strong, man. It's right in here. This range is a really strong pinch point for Ethereum. I think a lot of people are sleeping on that. It reminds me of like right in here, right? This range right in here, basically where ETH was sitting here, kind of pushing into the range, but not actually able to go back below it, and ended up kind of breaking out against that, right? On the W formation. And now we've kind of, I mean, this is a little uglier, right? It's a little uglier for sure. As far as the way it traded, but it was a strong uptrend, higher high, higher low structure. And now we're kind of playing into that support range. So for me, I'm just looking at this like, okay, if support holds, great, we're good. But I don't think that a lot of people are thinking about this structurally, because if you break this low, and you can correct me what you think here, Cam, if you break this low right here and start going below here, what would your thoughts be on this directionality?
Ugly. Yeah, that's ugly. I would hate to see that break. What price is that? Your green line right there.
That's 2K.
That's right at 2K. That's where it wicked that.
That's 2K. That's right where it wicked to.
Damn.
Yeah. It wicked right into roughly about, I think it was 2,200. But I would say like 2K support, like right into this range, right? Mm-hmm. Because this is almost like a market structure break, right? Right. Because you're now forming lower lows directionally. Mm-hmm. If you come back into this range, it's no longer a bullish trend, in my opinion. Now, the only way you could reverse this, or even think about reversing it, is if it did this and it started tightening, right? But that would take some time to really kind of see, okay, is it tightening? All right, if it's tightening, you probably get a falling wedge at that point.
What's a break to you? When you say break, are you looking at the monthly? Do you want to see like a monthly close below for that to classify as a break, or what?
Yeah, I want to see body candles.
Okay, got you.
Really, I don't even want to see wicks below this range. But if you start to see body candle closes below here, you're definitely broken that. You've broken that structure
on the monthly.
My perspective. Yeah, on the monthly. Yeah. High time frame.
Got you.
And yeah, this is what a lot of people are like. Everybody's like on like the H4, looking at price action from this direction. Nothing wrong with H4, right? If you're daily trading, right? You're in and you're out. And I think that part right there is okay. But like, I think if you're looking at this high time frame, you don't want to see a high time frame structure break. You just don't.
Yeah, that's ugly. If it happens.
Yeah, if this were to occur, that's a no-go. I mean, but if you look right here, for me, like I'm looking at this area right here, like this looks like a strong support range based on body, right? Mm-hmm. Not wick, but body. And we can see we even dove into it and pulled right back up above this range. So that showed a strong buy, basically, from the liquidity range right in here. Because you
not to scare anybody, but that's not looking double topish to you, or no.
Well, I mean, it's hitting the same range for sure. No, it's 100% hitting the same range. But this is all. It doesn't look dumb. What it looks like to me is it looks like consolidation. So I'll show you real quick what I'm seeing. So this is the pivot area. This is the area you don't want to violate, right? Mm-hmm. If you violate this, likely you'll see this, and then you'll see this. That's what I would think that you'll if you're scared that this is going to turn into more downside, let it roll into here, bounce back up, and get out. At that point, right? You'll get a second exit. It'll be very. I'll show you on Bitcoin. I played Bitcoin the very pretty much the same way, right? But if this ends up being a double top, it'll rotate into here, and you'll start to see body candle closes down into here. And if you start to see body candle closes down into here, you'll get a rotation up, and then you'll roll. And now you're in a bear market.
I doubt Trump lets that happen, though.
Yeah, I mean, he just got a bunch of ETH. It's just like they're not getting that part, man.
Right.
They're just not getting it.
BlackRock, it's like the big dogs are really buying ETH. They have the biggest KOL, which is like Trump's son. It's like a KOL for ETH now, it seems like, because he keeps tweeting about it. So I can't see them just letting ETH die. You know what I mean? That's why I got me a bag when I put it in the chat the other day. I had got me a little bag of ETH. So
we got profits in the chat.
Oh, nice. What's up, boss lady? I can't. How do I see the chat? I can't see the chat. I'm so used to.
Comments. Click the comments over on the right side of the thing.
I didn't get a tutorial. I didn't get a tutorial or nothing.
You see it?
Yeah. I'm here. Yeah, I see it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I gotta give me a tutorial, man.
Yeah, we'll run it next time. We had to run you in here raw, man. We had to run you in here raw. We had to get you broken.
Throw me in the water, man. Throw me in the water. I can swim. Let's get it.
Yeah, so with structure wise, I think that looking at these tops, looking at these bottoms, what I'm seeing right now, as long as you don't violate that low, is this, right? And it could very well turn into this. And if it starts to die, that'll be good. I'd like it to die and hold the range. That's ideally what I'd like to see. But with this wick, I think you only have a few options, and that few options is that you start to pick up, and push back up here. And that's where you could tell if you're starting to turn bullish, right? And I think it will take some build up to do that. I don't think you're going to do that all in one go. I think that if you're gonna do it, you're gonna 1, then you're gonna 2, then you're gonna 3, and you're gonna 4. And I think if you push back up into this range, you're going. So high time frame, I'd like to see this structure hold right here. That's the structure I want to see hold at the moment. I don't want to see that structure get broken. Really crazy structure break would be breaking below this. You go below 2K, I think you're fucking cooked. I'll tell people straight up, like, I think you're cooked at that point.
That's what the guy on Spaces was saying. I think he was saying what he was saying, 1800, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some people who are kind of pushing this down more towards the previous resistances and looking at those two previous resistances like, okay, yeah, you can come all the way down to here. That's where, some people are getting their numbers, but like there's others that are pushing down into here, which is 1900, right? These two body candles.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like the way this is set up and the way they keep on pushing price up in this range, if you lose this level, you lose a set of buyers. Right? Like this is a buy range that somebody's bidding. And if you lose this buy range, those buyers are not buying anymore down here. This shit can basically just snap and roll at that point. So I'd like to see them kind of continue to bid this range, hold this range, and then start to see ETH directionally just start doing this, right? Higher, high, higher, low structure, really small. And then boom, just God candle out.
Straight to 10K.
Straight to 10K. Probably not all in 1K. I honestly think there's going to be a stopping point around like 7, to be honest with you. I think like 7, then 10, and then maybe 14. If they can fulfill, the problem is they didn't fulfill the fib last time, right? So it's hard to say they're going to this time. The 0618 is the same as your 1618 for the audience's sake. So if we reverse it back, you'll see right here. Let me move this out of the way, by the way. We hit OK. You can see your 1618. It's the same shit. 0618, 1618. They're just on opposite ends.
What's that? 14,000?
14K. If it can reach it. Here's the dilemma with ETH, right? Last cycle. We didn't hit our target. 8K. That was last cycle. That's what it was intended to hit. If you were going to hit your 1618. So if you're going to come short I'd say like 10, right? 10 to 12 will be your sweet spot with ETH. That's where you can probably start dialing out of it.
Mm,
What are you doing
that's
one more? Oh, well, yeah, we'll talk more about markets tomorrow morning. I got some stuff. Don't worry for BB. So this is still a hot trend for me, man. I don't know how you feel about Solana, but that
yeah, just
160 is looking good.
yeah, 160, man. That's I don't know. Hopefully, that'll just be like a wicked situation. If even if it does get down there, it's like
Mhm.
I can't
I don't
see
feel
it.
like it's that bad. Like, look at this growth, and then you're just kind of lightly volatility, volatility type moving up.
160 is where is that your green box or is that
No,
your
no,
line? That's the
that's my
trend line.
trend line.
Okay,
Yeah,
got you. Okay, got you.
yeah. Green box is at 100,
Oh
111.
man,
Yeah, you don't want to see that. That's gulag
That's
stuff.
Matt's pain. Yeah, that's Matt's pain right there. Do not want to see that at all. I don't even want to think about that.
that's
$100 Solana. I don't even want to think about. I don't even want to say them two words together.
that's gulags, bro. It's gulags.
Right. I barely
Yeah.
want to say 160. I'm thinking like 180 ish, man. I'm just depending because of course everything follows Bitcoin, so it's really just
Mhm.
depending on what Bitcoin does.
Yeah, I think if Bitcoin hits that deep marker, like 79K, 80K, you'll probably see 160. Maybe even a wick below this trend, right? Just like some quick, fast wick, everything bounces
Yeah,
back quick.
yeah, that's how I feel also.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, because I got I got like a right now I have actually like a I put it in our chat like I have like a it's forming like a falling wedge which I like to see. It's a good bullish pattern. So
mhm.
I'm thinking it's just kind of doing a shakeout right now, just trying to get some people out. Definitely for people who got in, during the Trump. A lot of people got in the top. That was the top. Trump was the top, basically. Trump coin.
Yeah, and I kind of knew that too, man. I was like, there's gonna be so many newbies running into crypto because of Trump coin, buying
Yeah,
Solana to buy Trump coin. And then the minute they start losing money, what are they gonna do? They're gonna sell Trump coin, and then Solana's gonna start dumping on top of it, and then they're gonna sell Solana. They're gonna go back to cash and get out at a loss.
that's exactly what's happening right now.
Yep,
The newbies are hating crypto right now. Everybody who got in with Trump.
they got rinsed.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm like,
Got
damn,
hustled, man.
yes, how you do it like that? Then he came with the. I know you don't too much, talk about the news that much, but I feel like those tariffs really drove price down, like how it drove the price down. I think that news really kind of killed the market. I ain't gonna say killed it, but just that
I think
drawback
it drove
drove.
fear, but none of the tariffs went through. So
Right,
what's the excuse to stay down? You know what I'm
right,
saying? That's why,
yeah.
like, it's almost like you got to have two things there, right? If you're going to say the tariffs affected markets, then the tariffs not going through should also affect the markets.
And that's what I feel like that did happen. Like it did once Trump came out with the Canada. They made an agreement. They made an agreement with Mexico. That next day, it literally happened that next day. That's when we got that big pump. And then after that, it just really died again. I seen today it was something about it was some type of fundamental news with tariffs today. I didn't really read too much into it. Um, but yeah, now it's just like we're just down. Now it's like we're stuck down right now. But
The gulags.
it's just like we got you, bitch. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I feel like just I'm optimistic about just my technical analysis. Hopefully we'll see some bounces in anywhere between where we are now, 192, 180. Hopefully we can see bounces
Yeah.
between those. We'll see. We'll see in the next. I feel like Super Bowl. I feel like something's gonna happen Super Bowl, just like how that dump happened during the Grammys when we was on
That's
the
actually
call.
a good point. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
actually
That dump
yeah.
happened literally right during the Grammys. Was it nobody really paying attention? What? Of course,
Hmm.
most normies wasn't paying attention to the charts and stuff like that. It happened during the Grammys. I feel like something big is gonna happen during the Super Bowl. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's pretty. Here's the tricky part, right? Do we get a bunch of crypto commercials on the Super Bowl and it runs it up? That's the
Mm.
tricky
That
part.
happened one Super Bowl. I can't remember what Super Bowl
It
it
was
was, but I remember
2021. It was
Coinbase. You
20.
remember that Coinbase QR
Yeah,
code?
yeah,
That was 2021.
yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, and that was like the top, wasn't it?
yeah. It was interesting for sure.
Yeah,
So
we'll see.
that
We'll see.
was and then they had the FTX stuff too. right? That was another one.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
So the stadium and all that. Yeah, a lot of people forget that stuff.
I feel
But
like it's gonna be a meme coin. Somebody's gonna shell a meme coin. They're gonna pay the ticket to
oh,
shell a
bro,
meme.
oh my
I
God,
feel
we're
somebody might be Trump. Well, Trump can't do that. I don't think.
you know what the pain's gonna be watching that thing run. That's gonna be the pain. But then once the pain's over, the happiness is gonna be seeing watching that shit rug.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, well, I'm glad I didn't get in that.
Yeah, somebody's gonna shell a meme coin. I feel like it, or some type of ad or something's gonna be in the Super Bowl like a meme coin. I can see it happening.
Oh, Wobby wants to jump in. Hold on, I'll get him a link real quick. Give me a sec. Let me go invite, copy. We're gonna grab the Wobster. Hold on one sec.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how this weekly on Bitcoin closes. We got what, 2 more days, day and a half.
Yeah. We got it. It's pretty crazy, man. Like I'm legit just buying stuff, man. I don't get it. I don't know why people get pessimistic on downside. There you go, Bobby. But I look at it like this: like, hey, when opportunity presents itself, I like to take advantage. It is
Yeah, for
what it
sure.
is. There's a
There's
lot of shit that's down bad.
hella opportunities right now. Fear and greed is at what 40. Last time I checked, the fear and greed was at like 40,
30, 35.
35. Sheesh.
35. It's gonna be
Like every
25
day, yeah, it's
soon.
like every day it gets lower and lower. That's crazy. And last week it was like greed. The greed was up last week,
Yeah.
and now it's like down to 30. That's crazy. So that's another nice confirmation right there for me. I'm paying attention to all of that.
I sent the link in Twitter, Wobby, if you're on here. Check your DMs. Yeah. So somebody's asking about Crow. Yeah, we'll check out Crow for sure. What do you think about the stock market being up and crypto being down?
It's weird, man. It's just super weird, bro. Like it's because
Look
usually,
at it, bro.
that's crazy.
Look at this.
What is that?
Palantir.
I never heard of that.
Bro, I called this shit like down here on the breakout.
What is it?
It's basically a tech company that does like AI and war. Just think of it like that. That's the simple.
Damn, that's not good. That is up so high. What's the hell is going on?
It's not that they involve themselves with war, but it's more like they have a heavy focus on it, right? And so when you think about the war industry, what are these companies? The war companies going to lean towards? They're going to lean towards the biggest tech, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are pretty much the biggest tech when it cocomes to that kind of stuff, like drones and everything else.
I'm about to put it on my watch list right now.
Tech.
Wow, I'm about to put that on my watch list right now.
Yeah, I got my aunt on this one, man. She was happy about that.
Yeah, I gotta catch a pullback.
And that was down here. That was down here, bro. Like $9.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's like Lockheed Martin. That had shot up too not too long ago. Now that had me thinking like, yeah,
like there's gonna be some kind of war breakout.
Yeah. Lockheed Martin. I haven't looked at it in the last maybe month or two, but last time I checked, bro, it was up. It was up crazy. It was like one of the only stocks that was up. It was like one. I forgot it was a big market pullback, but Lockheed Martin just went crazy.
Yeah, the tricky part with war stocks, and this is what a lot of people don't get, is they can pop off at any time, right? Let's say a new war contract came through. You don't have to actually be in war. They could just be replenishing, stuff like that, or replacing older equipment and everything. That's and really that's what a lot of people didn't understand with the whole. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about the UKRA. Right? I don't know. I don't know. Fuck it. We'll just.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, I got you. I had to spell it out. I got you.
I'll tell you guys like what my thoughts are with that. Like I think the government sent them all of our older stuff so they could replenish our older stuff, right? So you can't just be like, oh, we wasted all this money on all these planes and all these bombers and all these tanks, and we didn't use them. And so instead of just telling the taxpayer, hey, we wasted your money, they say, hey, we're gonna supply them with all these things, write them off, right? Make Ukraine sign a thing saying, hey, we're gonna give you that money for these items, so they pay us top dollar for that. And then in addition to that, we then replenish ours with our tax money with newer stuff.
Didn't they do that in Afghanistan with all the old stuff?
What's up?
So didn't they do something like that in Afghanistan with all the old stuff, leaving all the old stuff over there? Was
Left
that
it all behind. Yep,
that's in Afghanistan, right?
Yep, yeah. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to, say that I know for a fact it is, but it was something like that, right? Like I don't know. It could have been Afghanistan, could have been another country, but we definitely left some stuff behind when we pulled out of that war. And I think again, I don't think that this is done because of negligence. I think it's calculated, right? It's leave the old stuff, say we lost it, give it to other countries, say we don't have enough, we got to replenish it so we can always have the newest stuff. If that makes sense. It's a kind of a way to tax write-off, right? When you go and donate stuff to the Goodwill, that's us giving other countries bombs and everything.
Right.
I'm not laughing at the bombs and stuff like that, but I'm just saying like what I think they do in the government, right? Is they take that and then hand it off. Obviously, tinfoil hat, conspiracy, thought process, whatever. But that's what I think goes on there. But I want to kind of get back to the market here. I don't know if Wabi got the link or not.
Bro, before we go back to crypto, what you think about Nike? Nike is down bad right now.
Bro, I was watching some dudes that I normally watch, and I'll tell you this, like they were super bullish on Nike, and I was kind of looking into Nike, and I was just like, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't know why. Look, if you're looking at like, dividends, I kind of get it, but I feel like you're gonna get smashed so hard on the price side. Does it make sense to worry about dividends at this point?
It's like, well, Nike can Nike go down though? I can't see that. It's like I don't know. It's like a no brainer by to me if like seeing Nike down so bad.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. Like I feel like people get complacent with these because now you got like Lululemon and other things, right? And you got market shares getting eaten up for them. Why did I put USDT? Something wrong with it.
Crypto, man. The churches got them.
Nike on the meme coin side.
I remember somebody dropped the Nike meme coin that went crazy
too. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. What were we at all? Man, 2021 actually ruined people's lives. Oh, there's Wabi. Hold on.
That's COVID, right?
no, I'm talking about after the bull. What's up, Wabi?
What's up, man?
2022. That's what I was 2021 reeled everybody in, and 2022 took it all away. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah, I see that. I see now. 2022.
Yeah.
What happened?
Demo people.
What happened in 2022 to make it drop like that?
Rate hikes.
Damn.
Gotta love rate hikes, bro. People absolutely fucking hate rate hikes, and I can tell you the market hates rate hikes too. And we're getting rate reductions, right? The balance sheet still looks like shit. They need to reduce the balance sheet. That's another thing that a lot of people aren't really looking at. They really need to come off the balance sheet, but they can't really do it because you got the reverse repo market that's absolutely fucking demoed. So you got a demoed reverse repo market. You got a balance sheet that needs to be reduced. You got rate cuts already occurring. Like you can't. All those things don't line up, right? The balance sheet should have been reduced when they were doing rate cuts, basically.
You know what stock you guys should look at? Costco stock. I think that's probably like one of
the hot dogs still $1?
No. Like the ticker is cost. One of probably like one of the greatest high caps, in my opinion. That's gonna go significantly higher. You have Costco stock on the high caps, and then you have Hood stock for the low.
Oh, caps. I got Hood open. Yeah, Hood.
Yeah,
Hood is wrecking.
I got those on Thursday.
Costco is going straight up.
Yep.
That's crazy. It's $1,000. That's crazy.
That's it.
Yep.
I don't know what they're doing over there, man.
Yeah, who'd have thought?
They have like the Costco guys, man. That's why they're going up.
Yeah, that ain't a reason why.
Like they rebranded. If you think about it, right? Costco is the only high cap culture stock next to Meta. That's the thing, right? Because if you see what's
My
going
God.
on, yeah, if you
Right.
Holy shit, bro.
That's crazy, bro. That's insane. Why is this not on my watch list?
This is HTF, by the way. This is high time frame.
yeah,
Bro,
man,
what the hell?
It looks like an insurance company.
yeah,
That's what it looks like.
yeah,
You ever
man.
see insurance companies don't come down?
Why not? Why haven't I heard the stock gurus talk about this?
Because of the stock gurus, they only look at the SPX. Honestly, they usually do
They
like
try and judge it all by the SPX.
yeah, like they like the stock gurus, econ guys, they usually do like futures or options market. That's what they focus on, right? And then forex as well. Like if you've paid attention um, since like Obama's second term, right when SPX Nasdaq finally broke their all time highs after coming out of that bottom in '09, and then indices broke their all time high in like 13 or 14. A lot of the big companies that people use every day, you people have had opportunity to make a ton of money, right? Like even look at the restaurant chains, right? Like Texas Roadhouse. It's up 500% over the last few years.
Damn, that's my favorite restaurant too.
Yeah, you take a look at a Family Dollar over the last 10 years, it's you would think it's an altcoin. You take a look at any medical insurance company over the last 10 years, it's in like there is no top. Um, and Bitcoin has recently joined that, right? Like Bitcoin can only draw down, 20%, but altcoins would get hammered by 95%. And that's what you're
Right.
seeing now, right? But you'll notice that like after every bottom that we've had, right, Bitcoin only corrects 25%, 30%, and altcoins get destroyed. But out of that bottom, you always want to look at a high cap leading, right? Solana led the bottom in August 2023. Sui led the bottom off of August 2024. And so if we front ran, the Q1 upside move that we usually have in Q4, right? And with this Trump coin thing, and we're going to range for a bit, you want to try to look at for some new high caps that have recently come out into the market to generate, that fundamental cycle, right? The bottoms are always formed when fundamentals rally off the lows. Even when we hit the FTX low, you had things like optimism, right? Ticker OP going crazy, Aptos going crazy. People forget, but it was Aptos that led the rally off of the low in December, like late December 2022, early January 2023. If you pull up APT, you'll see that after it bottomed in December with all the other alts, it pulled out a 10x. And that kind of reinvigorated the market. And then you started seeing, shit like OP, Injective, Caspa was another one too. Like you always want to root for fundamentals to lead off of the bottom, and then you have your culture coins, your meme coins, and then AI and stuff like that, right? So, I mean, the only thing that we have, honestly, is hyperliquid hype, or maybe something like Bear Chain, right? People want to get yield on their stables. It's Bera, right? Like that's the whole chain is dedicated for yield on your stables and big yield at that because you have all that VC money in those protocols on Bear Chain. So
You think
uh,
Hyperliquid has a lot more upside?
over a multi-year time frame, I think it flips BNB because
Really?
I think the structure for Binance has changed a lot now that CZ is gone, and it's a different company, and people haven't like realized that yet. Every time something gets listed on Binance recently since the election, with the exception of Peanut, they've all mostly been like down only. Like when something gets listed on
Facts.
Binance futures, it's just down only, and CZ's kind of doing his own thing, honestly.
Yeah, Binance listens have been getting wrecked.
Well, Barachain released like 2 days ago or something like that.
Yeah, it
Like,
ain't got no prices.
yeah,
It's just chilling. It's not
yeah.
bad though. Like even though like a lot of people like, oh, that shit looks horrible. I don't think that's bad. I think if this shit
You
was
got to
gonna
click on the
floor, it would
4 hour.
already floored.
You got to click on the 4 hour.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
monthly. Yeah, I think it could do something like this. Like, and we've seen this plenty of times.
Yeah,
And
the
just
Can
downside
shit
somebody
like
break
challenge.
down
that.
hyperliquid for me? Like, what's the significance behind it? Because that's all I've been hearing lately.
It's basically their EVM isn't live yet, so Hyperliquid is basically a perp dex, right? It's a perp dex with the functionalities of a centralized exchange when it comes to liquidity. There's like deep liquidity, there's perps, and then there are other things built around its infrastructure. Like they have a pump fund, but it's like
You got to use a
you really
VPN
have
too,
to
right?
go
Because
out.
I was trying to use it, but I can't use it. So you got to use a VPN, correct? If you're in the states.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, yeah. Um, so they're gonna have like an EVM, so it's gonna be basically like any other L1, but that's probably pushed down the road when QT is announced, which the Fed announced today that they're gonna be ending it in June, and they're probably gonna start cutting rates again. So like while the market is choppy, just like honestly, I think AI is where meme coins are were at in Q3 of last year, and so if you look at that, and then you also look at like OG DeFi and the way that it reacted coming out of DeFi summer, things like SNX, things like Aave, things like Compound, it's almost the same structure. They're all down 70, 75%. Everybody that missed out is saying, oh, zero, bro, or oh, who would have thought AI 16Z would have like nuked 80% or whatever. And it's like everything is down that amount. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
no clear winner. And when that happens, you need to root for something to to, to basically spark some breadth into the market, right? Like when everyone is just posting how down bad everything is, it's usually, I mean, that's basically capitulation. Like that's basically
Yep.
most of the damage is done, and the fact that you have single names in the stock market about to go into price discovery like Hood, it tells you that like crypto is just lagging right now what
Yeah,
equities
hood
are.
is a good indicator of high risk. It's a really good indicator of high risk. That's what a
Yeah,
lot of people don't understand because what's the majority of money on hood? It's not billionaires. It's not millionaires. It's people like you and me. And what are people like you and me bidding? We're bidding shit that's a lot higher risk than what billionaires and millionaires are willing to really dabble in. So if hood's running, that means people are making deposits. If people are making deposits, they're seeing something kind of foresight in the market that it's going to start shifting towards that high risk play.
yeah,
I just want to throw that in there.
I think Hood should be valued at the same market cap as MicroStrategy, honestly. Because at this point, MicroStrategy is just like a high levered bank. They don't really do anything else outside of that for now. And
Just swapping Bitcoin.
yeah, that's all they do. They just take on corporate debt, dilute their shares, and they just buy Bitcoin. It's a levered bet. Whether it's Hood, like it's probably the same opportunity as Apple back in the .com bear market from
Mm-hmm.
'01 all the way to like '08, where tech did basically nothing. I think Hood is basically like buying Apple stock at $1. Um, they're owned by, well, a lot of their LPs come from Citadel, which is Ken Griffith. And if you look at the future and you look at the way how everything is like financialized, it might take a while to play out, but Hood is $1 trillion stock. If they don't go under, if they don't go belly up, but
I
um,
mean, I don't know what would take them under. To be honest with you, I think they're doing
yeah,
fine revenue wise and everything else. I mean, look at this. What I think for Hood is if you look at Palantir, I think
oh,
this
that,
is
that
what you'll
thing
see
is
with Hood.
beautiful, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy, bro. And
Right.
and I
unironically, man, something like Pepe is probably doing what Palantir did in like 2022, where it just like mean
yep.
reverts its entire huge pump and then has that like wick low accumulates and then just it's off to the races, you know.
Mhm. But this is what Hood reminds me of, really, because like I think Hood's like in here still, right? And we're kind of playing up to that high, and I think like once Hood goes, it'll look like this. It's pretty wild.
Hood is basically like, it's basically like you're betting on Gen Z still gambling in the stock market. Like no one's like, our generation is not really gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna open my Fidelity account so I can buy more like Nasdaq or SPX. No, like that was like, I think the last generation to prosper from buying into indices was Gen X, I think.
Even millennials don't really see the value in SPX or a lot of these large caps. I'm noticing that because I talk to a lot of millennials on a daily basis, and I can tell you like they're more risk adverse because they know there's not much value left in a lot of these high caps. I mean, you could hold them for 10 years and get a 5x, but like, what's the point?
Yeah.
The value prop's just not there on a lot of these.
Yeah. Well, how long have you been doing these live streams, bro? I've seen you over the last like 2 or 3 days, and I finally caught it right on time when you were live. I'm like, yo, let me hop on over to YouTube. It's been a minute, man. I usually just do spaces.
Yeah, I started doing these the past couple weeks. I'm trying to be consistent daily. Obviously, I got the stuff with the BB on Saturday, and then Sunday I'm running the sub exclusive stream. So I run that directly on X only. But you know, the rest of the week I'm trying to run 5 days on all the other platforms. Obviously, trying to keep it consistent every evening.
It's like an evening show, right?
Yep.
At the same time.
Same time. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get it same time. So sometimes it wobbles a little bit, all depending, but I'm trying to make sure I get it in there every day.
Yeah. How's the elevation like in Vegas? Is it like high, or is it not really crazy?
No, it's not crazy. No, we're pretty flat, so it's not like your head feels like it's gonna explode or anything like that.
It's cold out there now, huh?
Nah, it's starting to warm up.
Oh,
it's
really?
actually getting warmer now. Yeah. So at nights it get a little like, it's not really getting too chilly right now. Like this is like perfect weather right now, and then later on it's gonna get really freaking hot. So yeah.
Do you guys think Kanye is actually gonna release a token?
I think it's attention. Personally, I don't think he will. I mean, he might. Right? I might be wrong on that, but I think it's attention.
Yeah, I really hope he doesn't. Honestly, like that would just be bad. I just think like most people in crypto, they don't really mess with like celebrities. Trump is a different anomaly, but like just like normal celebrities or like people that make music, it's like if Bad Bunny releases a token, like goes up to 20 mil and then rugs, and then they release like a bunch of diluted tokens after that, like Andrew Tate, right? Andrew Tate came out with Daddy, and then he came out with like 10 other derivatives, and he rugged them all.
Right, yeah. 6ix9ine just dropped one tonight. I think 6ix9ine and Tiger dropped today. Both of them dropped.
Tiger top tokens before. Like 6ix9ine is
yeah, bro. It's surprising. That's what surprised me. That's what surprised me because he literally just dropped like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah, he's rugging the space. That's what he's doing. He's literally rugging the space over and over again. Like these guys like study crime, right? That's what they're used to. And then from what I heard Tyga was Sahil. I heard it's not even Tyga.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, Sahil is he's flat out with his like, yep, I rug it all. Too bad.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what happens when like the market, like when the market's bored, you usually have like the celebrity meta, and then after that the market just dies down for a few weeks, and then you just have some crazy on-chain cooker. Like Mooding.
I feel a cooker is coming. I don't know why. I
do too. I legit like
is about to happen.
Because you kind of know like when the sentiment's at that point, it's like, man, I gotta really be trench diving right now because that's something is coming.
That's why I stayed up tonight. I'm like, bro, I don't know if it's Friday night, Saturday night, maybe Super Bowl, but something's coming.
Yeah. That's why I'm on here, bro. Like that's why I'm grinding nightly, man. I'm like, I'm not gonna miss that next cooker.
Facts,
Absolutely
bro.
freaking not. Like everybody else can. They can sit there and cry about price action all they want. When I find that cooker, I'm in. I am
Yes,
in.
bro. I can't believe I thought Trump was fake, bro. I seen Trump so low,
Bro,
bro.
I thought it was fake.
No liquidity lock. I was like, man, this is about the fucking big red dildos about to about the form, bro. It kept going up. I'm looking at it like what, like 2 billion, bro. And I'm
I was
just
waiting for the pump and dump, but I honestly don't think the bundle snipes had enough ammo.
yeah, it dumped a little bit though. It dumped maybe like I think it went to like maybe like 7 or 8, then it dumped quickly down to like 1.52. And then it just got ate up, and then it didn't look back after that. It went straight to like 70 billion after that.
I thought it was cooked there when it dumped. I thought it was.
Yeah, me too.
Cooked.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was over, and then that's when he tweeted though. He tweeted because if you look at the chart, bro, you can literally look at the chart. You can
Right
see
when he
what the
tweeted.
inside. You can see where the insiders got in. It was straight up, and then you can see like once he tweeted or once he posted on True Social first. That's when you see like a lot of consolidation. Like you could just tell like it was just a lot of movement, and then once he retweeted it on Twitter, it was straight. It was only up.
I think Frank got in with like 30K from D Gods.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
he got out with like 1.7 mil or something like that. It was
yeah,
fucking
for
crazy.
sure. Yep.
That was a lick, bro. And here's the thing: that 1.7 mil he pulled probably didn't even affect the chart.
Not at all, bro. It was, bro. I seen so many 1 million, 2 million clips, bro, and
I think we're bottomed, man. To be honest,
it didn't move the chart.
So
like,
so do I.
I legit think we're bottomed. The whiff is down 85%. Pepe and all that Pepe shit is down like
Check
75%.
this out.
Mog is down
Log 85. Fartcoin
Ethereum
down 85.
Yeah. Ethereum, I think the cycle for Ethereum doesn't really start until QT comes at an end, and then ETH probably hits like 10K in 2 months or something, and the cycle's done.
2 months.
Yeah, like the velocity that this cycle has been through, like you need to be locked in until it's over. Honestly, I mean, just look at how quick the pumps and dumps are. It is literal. Like the pumps happen like this, right? So, like the next time, like for me, the next indicator, like all right, we've topped, is Pepe going to like 20 bill. When you see Pepe at 20 bill, like dude, just go, leave, and short the crap out of it. Like I think Pepe is going to be probably like one of the best shorts ever.
I think it can hit 25, 30. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think this next leg is gonna be something wild because if it gets back up here again, like you got the drop, retest, drop, and then if you get another retest, I think you're breaking out pretty heavily. Right.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna
that's like a 2x from its all-time high.
Then you could take that all the way back.
Does Mog and Pepe follow Ethereum?
I don't think they follow to a T.
It's sort of like yes and no, because like there's really not much to bid on ETH, except like those few tokens. But when ETH is in price discovery, like that's when the DeFi stuff comes out. Like I think there's gonna be ETH DeFi to some capacity.
I like Mog down there. Will, I was just looking at Mog like
85%, bro. Like this is the range.
I'm looking at it like 60, like 6 zeros, 0.5, whatever that is. I don't know. Like 0.5.
I got 6 zeros point. I think 606, 607. Like I would ideally I would dial in from here. Ideally, right? Because trying to catch bottom, at some point this market's going to reverse. Like there are so many shorts right now printing and people not closing them because they think they can keep on shorting this shit. Like this is going to absolutely blow up in their face. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like that's exactly what happened here. They ripped it right in their face.
So you don't see it going to 0.5? I like 0.5 for some reason.
I mean, there's a good chance it can hit down in here. You can see I got it marked out, but I'm just saying, like, usually when I come within like 10% of my target pricing,
you just buy it.
I usually like to start dialing in. Yeah,
just DCA.
Yeah, just DCA. And a lot of people are like, well, what do you mean DCA and go down further? I'm DCAing because I'm near the bottom. I'm not DCAing all the way down.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I play it. Yeah, that's exactly how. Whenever I trade, like, because a lot of alts, not alts, like a lot of memes that I trade that I'm confident, like kind of like the bigger memes that I trade that I'm just confident that it's possibly bottom out. That's what I literally just DCA. Like, I have a key level of where I want to get in at, and if it hits that key level or it hits around that key level, I get in. And as far,
Around is all you need.
yeah, around, and then as it goes closer to that key level, that's when I start to DCA more. And
Yeah,
It's
I
crazy
think
how like massive these drawdowns occur in such a short period amount of time. The same thing can be said with the pumps, right? Like they happen in the snap of a finger. They usually last both like 6 weeks. Most of the upsides in 6 weeks. Most of the downside happens in 6 weeks.
what y'all think about AI?
About what?
AI on Solana. Is it cooked?
AI?
AI. I think it comes back, man. Like AI has been such a dominant narrative this cycle.
Bro,
Um,
100%.
yeah, it happened in Q1 of 23, Q4 of 23, Q1 of 24, Q4 of last year. Like it happens when everything, like unironically, the best market conditions are when AI is leading, and the worst market conditions are when you only have meme coins. As much as people love meme coins only viciously rally towards the end of a mini cycle, right? Pepe rallied crazy in Q2 of 23. That was the end, right? That was the end of a mini cycle. Q1 24, Pepe went crazy. That was the end of a mini cycle. Same thing with WIF. Q4 of 24, Pepe and WIF get listed on Coinbase on and Robinhood on the same day. That was the end of a mini trend. And then you usually have these like small echo bubbles, right? Q2, you had the base and Solana echo bubble, and then going throughout Q3. And then in 2023, after Pepe topped, you had like um, all the Unibots, all the Telegram bots, and all that stuff, Rollbit, Caspa also. So there's usually echo bubbles that follow these things, and the echo bubble this time was more stuff from AI. So I think like you kind of want to see AI going crazy now soon if you want like everything to pump, right? And then memes usually follow through at the end. I'm talking about Pepe because there's always these random meme coins that like do stuff. I'll be back in a
Yeah,
jiffy. Will
100%. All right,
I'll be
man.
back.
Yeah, the other thing too, and I'll give this alpha to the audience, obviously, but before I do, if you guys could like, retweet, and leave a comment in the comment section, so my videos can get more traction, I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all of you who follow. And definitely follow Cam right there. Cam is right below. His name is I think like right there somewhere
Cam next level.
on
Appreciate it.
his. That would be greatly appreciated. I appreciate all you again. All right,
Thank you.
Let's run it up. So this one too. Look, here's another one. Right, we just talked about AI.
Those
This
charts are
is the
hideous,
OG.
bro. Those charts are hideous.
It's bad, bro. The OG, 91%.
Crazy.
If it's not dead, that's some good drawdown, right? That's some good drawdown. But one thing I wanted to bring up for the audience. So let me go throw that out there for you real quick. And just so everybody knows, I don't get paid by any coins. I don't promo any coins because I get paid by them. None of that shit. No funny business with me. I'm typically just running charts. That's it. Just for the audience's sake. So no this or that or blah 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 blah. Right. And
KOL will.
don't think I'm trying to take advantage of anybody. That's not the case.
Right.
What is the hottest topic? So just so you guys know, you can use Grok. I want everybody to know this, right? You can use Grok. Use Grok, use AI, use whatever, right? I basically just asked, I said, what is the hottest topic? And this is what most people on Twitter are doing because they don't have original ideas, right? But I wanted to kind of see what other people were thinking. So I use it more in the factor of trying to understand other people's thoughts. Other people would have used this as a subject line to talk to you, right? I'm not doing that. I'm just showing you how you can view other people's thoughts, right? And how you can understand what they're thinking and what the overall sentiment is on different things. So I said, what is the hottest topic with market direction right now, right? And then Grok spit out to me. Now, Garen, keep in mind, Grok I know it has a pretty good grasp on Twitter overall. I don't know if it sees outside of that. I don't know. Maybe it does. Somebody correct me, tell me if it does or doesn't. But I know it can see Twitter. There's a lot of people to analyze on Twitter, right? And because there's a lot of people, I can get a good broad sentiment based on what it's telling me. And it basically said, and it actually surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. This is why I brought up the subject and put my subject line: is AI a bubble? And I don't think it is. I just a little bit of catch-22, right? The hottest topic concerning market direction in cryptocurrency space right now is the integrity of AI with blockchain technology. Keep in mind, I didn't say crypto, right? What did I say? I said, what is the hottest topic with market direction right now? Market means stocks, market means oil, market means Dixie, market means crypto, right? Market means housing. It can mean anything asset wise, right? There's a market for all these things. And what did it spit out to me? It spit out to me basically saying AI with blockchain. That's the hottest topic right now from what Grok is telling me, right? From what Grok is telling me. So we'll just be clear about that. And I'm telling you guys this because rather than worry about price, you can find where the market's going to shift to next by just using AI. It's really simple, right? And this usage of AI, really helps you understand like this is not a bubble, but AI only works when you direct it. So you have to ask the right questions and you'll get the right answers. That's the thing that a lot of people don't know. If you don't ask the right questions, you won't get the right answers. So the integrity of AI with blockchain technology, particularly the rise of AI tokens, blah, 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 right? So it's basically saying AI tokens is a hot subject, right? Based off of this, I didn't specify crypto. Decentralized AI is another hot topic. Policy and regulation, right? So this is more important than this. This is more important than this. This is more important than this. And this is more important than this. In that order. That is basically what it's telling me. So AI tokens is more important than political and regulatory development, institutional adoption, and tokenization of stablecoins, right? And decentralized AI is second most important in these subjects. And then you get right here into political and regulatory development, institutional adoption, and tokenization of stablecoins. I don't know what the fascination is of stablecoins. You cannot make money with stablecoins as an investor, right? Like I guess if you run USDC and you're collecting fees, yeah, you can make money on that end. But like I don't get this whole hype about stable. Do you have any?
That's the government's like that's what they said. That's their main focus. That's what they said at the press conference on what was that, Wednesday, I believe. So that their main focus is stable coins for some reason. I don't know exactly what they're trying to do with it. Somebody was trying to explain it on Spaces the other day. I still didn't really grasp the concept, but for some reason their main focus is stable coins.
Yeah, that's what it seems. It's a very confusing subject with stablecoins. I need to reach deeper into that. I know USDT is making money. I know USDC is making money. Maybe it's through transactions. Maybe it's through staking, so on and so forth. I think primarily through staking. I don't think they can get anything off of the transaction itself. So you stake with them. They stake a bunch of money with bonds. They return the favor, and they make a lot more money than you do in the long run because your staking ain't gonna last that long.
But isn't staking going against regulations in the States?
It was, but who knows what regulation is now?
True, that's true.
Right. That's kind of the catch-22 right now because there's a lot of things flying that didn't used to fly. Right. Anybody can launch a meme coin. Anybody can rug everybody.
Right.
It's like right. Left and right. So it's like. Yeah, you have to think about it from that aspect. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys this sauce so that way you guys can kind of take that back, use that as a way to kind of fill your time versus like, oh, the market's going to 70K, right? There's better ways to fill your time, utilize your time and find the next big move. But I definitely am feeling, that the market potential from here is looking pretty good. I'm looking for that next big hooker. I do kind of feel that's coming. I think Cam said earlier he feels it's coming too. And I would tell you guys like that's really kind of the play that I'm looking for. We'll definitely force Cam on the show more often.
Yeah,
But
strong army, man. I'm coming. I'm here now. Y'all made me do it. I'm here.
The nightly thing through the weekdays. So you'll be hearing more from me regularly on the weekdays. Cam, obviously, maybe even Wabi gets in the mix, right? Profits when she feels better. Obviously, we'll get her in there too. I know there was one question on Crow. I'll go ahead and cover that. Long time viewer request.
I'm gonna head out too, Will, man. I appreciate you for letting me hop on, man. I'll
For
definitely
sure.
be on here, man. I'm excited about what we got going on. You know, I'll definitely share my screen and things like that in the future too. So
we got a lot more cooking to do, man.
Oh yeah, man. We just cranking it up, man. So yeah, shouts out to you, man. Everybody, show love to Will, man. We appreciate you, Will, for everything you do, bro. Keep doing your thing, man.
Yeah, appreciation to Profits too. Definitely.
And Profits, the GOAT. Shouts out to the GOAT. Profits for sure. That's the homie. So yeah, man. I'll see you in a minute, though. Yeah, we'll be back.
All right, man. Crow. Ooh, yeah, that looks. I don't know. Crow. Look, here's what I would tell you with Crow, and we're gonna end it after this one. Basically, person who asked for Crow, I would say hit trend. Right, that's a strong trend on Crow. I think likely, boom. That's what I think is likely here. Could you finagle a little bit? Sure. That should put you around like 6 cents. You're gonna be down like 20%, 30%. I would just ride it out. I wouldn't even bother with trying to sell this shit. Like, it's not worth it, to be honest with you. The drawdown here is very minimal. Let me check the percentage here. Yeah, it's 30. Yeah, right on target, 30%. So yeah, it's a 30% drawdown if it gets down to there. If not, maybe it bounces somewhere around here. We'll see. But, I think there's possibility that you can wick into that area and run. Just tell what? What do you want me to tell you? Hey, I've been saying that, just dial in. I've been telling people this. Like, I know there's a lot of bearish sentiment, guys, but like, you gotta get that feeling, man, when you think this market's about to turn around. I mean, hey, maybe we get one more dip, but like, maybe we don't, right? I'm just dialing in. For me, I look at it like this with Bitcoin and crypto in general right now. We're holding the range. Nothing else matters other than this range right here. And I'll tell you this straight up. Don't care about all the noise. That's all that matters. This is your price range for now until it's not. And that's what I would go with. I wouldn't go with anything other than that. High time frame, low time frame, the whole nine. I mean, high time frame, you got higher low structure if this can hold. In which case, you got a down month after a big breakout. So you have this massive breakout, down month, up month, down month. And then if you get another up month, likely that's going to go that way. So what happens if everybody was wrong here? And the market absolutely chads off this candle. But if everybody's right, hey, maybe we do this, right? Down month, up month, down month, up month, down month, up month, and then break. What happens if we never break this low like everybody's promising you? You gotta think about that. You gotta think about that, right? That's the problem here. And always look at your structure. Always, always, always look at your structure, right? Look at your structure. You got a double bottom into 20 days. If you close up here, that's a higher low structure. If you close down here, you're probably looking pretty heavy, right? You don't want to see a flat bottom necessarily. It means that if bids start pushing into this range and holding here and closing around here, you probably got weak structure at the low, in which case you'll probably chop for a bit and you're eating all your buyers. And once you eat all your buyers, you'll roll, right? And you'll hit some other liquidity zone. What I would ideally look for on the high time frame, I'm talking longer than I wanted to, getting into it more than I wanted to, but we'll talk about it, is the 50% pullback, right? That's what I would ideally be looking for. So if we're going to get a sweep, it's going to be into the 50% and go. That's going to put you right around 82 to 79. If you get this, I'm likely taking longs. I'm likely taking long, like highly likely taking longs if we get this type of pullback, because that's how I'm going to make up for this drawdown. That's basically it. If I had to eat this much drawdown, I'll alongside this play all the way back up, and it will make up for my drawdown. That's how I'm going to play this. Yeah, you got to buy when you feel nauseous, sell when you feel comfy. Exactly what that ETH. You hit the nail on the head. That is exactly it. All right. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I appreciate all of you again. It's really been a crazy couple of years with all of you. I just want to say that it's been absolutely phenomenal. I appreciate everybody who shows up regularly. I do my best to try and give you guys my honest opinion. I don't promote rugs. I don't promote scams. I don't do any of that shit. I just give you market direction and what my thoughts are. And I'll try to continue to do that moving forward and try to keep things as clean as possible for all of you and keep you guys in a safe position where you're not buying rugs and shit like that. I'll if I ever promo anything, I'll always do my due diligence. I'll try to do my best on making sure that it's legit and no bullshit. And hey, maybe we can run it up together again like we have so far. So I appreciate all of you guys. I'll see you guys Monday. But for the subs on X, I'll see you Sunday. And for BB Boys, I'll see you Saturday. Until next time, I'll see you guys.